Are there any good examples of maybe some of those bumps or bruises that you can share? Because many of our listeners are either starting out or they're in the thick of this, and they've got to get comfortable with it's not all going to go to plan. But this is the reason why we all work together to really high grade this industry.
100%. I think partnerships are huge, right? Making sure that you're going into these things and jumping into these initiatives with partners that you really trust and have your best interest is in mind. Solar is notoriously a bit of a snake oil business, right? It has that reputation from a lot of bad actors that are no longer part of the industry, and it's not as true today as it was maybe 20 or 30 years ago. But at the end of the day, you can't put all your eggs in certain baskets, and you need to be analyzing things from multiple perspectives. We joke all the time that we're in the worst possible case scenario because we have solar salesmen talking to car salesmen. It's the worst of both worlds. And then we have to go get a contract done and we're bringing lawyers into the fold. It's the worst people in the room. But obviously that's not true. There's plenty of great people across all of those industries and in those professions. But I think that was a big learning moment for us, is just like the selection of the folks that you're trusting to work on these projects is maybe the most important piece of the puzzle. And I think that oftentimes when organizations are looking to roll out solar and deploy some of these things, that's almost the last thing that they're thinking about sometimes. They're thinking about the economics. They're thinking about the fit at a certain site. They're crunching numbers as much as they possibly can. And then they finally get to that point where they're ready to deploy. And then they're like, okay, what's next? Let's just find a vendor. And so that sort of portion of the equation doesn't always get the time that we think it deserves. And so that was a big learning moment for us, is go through these competitive processes and really go through a vetting process where the partners that you're working with are ones that have your best interest in mind and are going to get you where you need to go.